Snow White has finally opened. We went to see it yesterday, and here's my short take on the movie itself and on much of the discourse surrounding it. Rarely has a film had so much negativity surrounding its release, but I tried to ignore that, went in with an open mind, having not watched the original for decades, and I left the cinema thinking, well, that was just kind of okay. I recognised some songs and much of the story. The sets looked good and it unfolded in a satisfying manner, but it didn't feel iconic in any way. Rachel Zegler was subjected to a fair amount of hate over this movie, and whilst I was fairly neutral about that, I'll be positive about her performance here. She was good and brought an open-eyed innocence to the role. I liked her here. Gal Gadot less so. She's been a controversial figure of late as well, but I feel she was miscast here, mostly on account of her performance in the musical aspects. That just didn't work. The dwarves have always been subject to controversy, and I hadn't really bought into that. The use of CGI rather than actors is the cause of much discussion, so there is some scrutiny over them, but they're okay here. Again, less iconic than the original perhaps, but suitably okay in this movie. And overall, I thought it was okay. I'm not the target audience. I never expected to be blown away anyway. But when I was leaving, I shared an elevator with a young family, and the daughter was still clearly excited. It seemed she'd loved her cinema visit, probably just as much as her grandmother did when watching the original. The burning question surrounding these reimaginings is that should Disney do them? I'm going to say yes. Controversially, I don't think Rachel Zegler was wrong about Snow White, even though the interwebs don't approve of how she articulated it. I'm streaming the original as I'm preparing this short take, and wow, it's dated. It really, really is. These are great stories, and I think it's okay to change them up a little bit for a new audience. The originals are classics, but they were received in a far less competitive visual media environment than today. If they aren't reimagined, those stories may perish and die rather than resonate with today's children. So yeah, overall this was okay. Zegler was good, but your kids will love it.